So this is part two. My camera cut off on the last video, so this is going to be a two-parter. Yay, two-parter. Alright, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a stir and then be right back. So as you can see, I've given it a pretty good stir. And now you can see a little bit more of the colors here. So we're gonna put a lid on this. Now there's debate on how long to cook this. Now if you're like me and it's just you and you're going to be eating on this for a few days, you might not want to cook your vegetables all the way down. You might want to leave them with a little bit of crunch. So you might want to only boil it for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. But if you want your vegetables soft, go ahead and boil it a little bit longer. So this is about after 10 minutes. It's still not quite boiling yet. It's starting to simmer a little, but as you can see, all those colors are really starting to come together. So after about 12 minutes, I'm starting to get a slow boil on this. And once it starts to boil, I'm going to keep an eye on it. Check in about every 2 or 3 minutes. Occasionally stir it. And probably let it boil for about a good 10-15 minutes. I like my vegetables just a little bit softer. So, not too crunchy, but if you guys want your softer, you can obviously boil it longer. It really just depends. This is a recipe I just recommend you just take a spoon and get some of it out and try some of it to see if it's to the consistency that you like. Alright guys, so now it's up to a rolling boil after about 5 minutes. So I'm going to give it a quick stir. After the quick stir, that's what it looks like. It looks pretty good, and I took a little bit of a swig of the juice, and it tastes pretty good. I don't think it's going to need any salt, so we'll see. But I'm going to let it keep going for a little bit longer. It has been on a rolling boil for about 5 minutes. I'm going to boil it about another 10, just to soften it up a little bit more, because the vegetables still feel pretty hard right now at this point. Don't feel like they've quite cooked all the way through. So once it starts boiling, that'll be about 15 minutes of boiling unless I decide to go further. Alright y'all, this is about 10 to 11 minutes of a good boil. Now for some of y'all this may be done. But I'm going to let it go just a little bit further. About every 5 minutes I stir it to make sure that nothing's getting down on the bottom and burning. And I'm going to let it keep rolling here for at least 5 more minutes and see how she looks. So y'all, here's my final product. I just let it go on a rolling boil for about 15-16 minutes because I want a little bit of stiffness to my vegetables. So the soup portion here tastes really good. Got a good salty flavor to it from the chicken broth and the diced tomatoes. So let's just try some of the soup. That's pretty good. Doesn't really need any salt. You can definitely taste the onions, the cabbage, and the diced tomatoes. So yeah, let's see if I lose weight off this over the next few days. I'm not going to add protein back into my diet until about day number 4. So we're going to see how this does. Now, disclaimer, before you go trying any crazy diets, always consult your doctor. I'm not telling you to do this as a diet. I'm not telling you that I advise this as a diet. I'm just saying this is a soup that I've seen on the internet that some people have had success losing weight, and I'm trying it for myself. So I'm not giving you any medical or dietary advice. But we'll let you know here in a couple of days, folks. So y'all hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you later.